Welcome to JPL Island. Here on the JPL Island, you can see a variety of projects that are going on. The first stop that we have is over at the Rovers. Here on this part, you can see models of how the rovers, Spirit and Opportunity, got to Mars, and you can see a model of one of the rovers. NASA's just ended its operation planning activities for the Mars Rover Spirit and transitioned to the Mars Exploration Rover project to a single rover operation focused on Spirit's still active twin Opportunity. Spirit last communicated on March 22, 2010 as the Martian winter approached. The rover operated for more than 6 years, landing in January 2004. Our next stop is to a project called Genesis. This is a satellite. The purpose of the Genesis mission is to observe the solar winds entrap its particles and return them to Earth. After launch, the spacecraft traveled to a point of about 1.5 million kilometers, just under 1 million miles from the Earth, where the gravities of the Earth and the Sun are balanced. The satellite performed a series of loops where it collected the pristine samples of the solar winds. Genesis' overall flight path resembled the series of loops. This was in order to position itself to capture the dust particles, the solar winds, and to return to Earth in the daylight. Genesis opens its collector's arrays and began accepting particles of solar winds on December 3, 2001. A total of 850 days were logged exposing the special collector arrays and solar winds. These collector arrays are circular trays composed of palm-sized hexagonal tiles made of highly purity materials such as silicon, sapphire, gold, and diamond-like carbon. The solar winds were embedded in this silicon for later study, as you can see on the left-hand side where the scientists are studying the particles. After the sample return capsule opened, the lid in the science canister opened as well. That's the one on the far left from the discs. And it collected a bulk array exposed to different types of solar winds that whisked past the spacecraft. The collection of the pristine particles of the Sun came to an end on April 1, 2004, when the Genesis team ordered the spacecraft collectors stowed. The closeout process was completed on April 2nd, when Genesis closed and sealed the spacecraft samples to return to Earth.